the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On the carry, it's Logan. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
TJ Logan.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on second down, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But now it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, it's Logan. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despised.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Ravens 0.
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. And looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. 10.
Lord have mercy.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And it's up and good.
Game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for
So
Baltimore.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
41-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jackson. And incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it's 3rd down.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big one us here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Bucs on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Now 4th down. Bradley Pinion.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
12 at the 13-yard line.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Brady to throw again. He's got Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And on the second down throw on target. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Logan. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Ravens 7. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards there. A big one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Caught right side at Snead. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter where they go.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh, able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devin White, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Logan. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 60 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now 21-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 29, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
14.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. That he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
a gain of 2 yards. And it's
To throw is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
a gain of 11.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
First down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. This is Logan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
The one who brought him down.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady going to throw here. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
7.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, 28 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Justin Tucker.
Yeah, that touchdown touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
14.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. A gain of 12. First down, Buccaneers.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby.
One last shot for Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Tonight's final score, Buccaneers 31, Ravens 14.
No, but I'm on this every day.